Keeping your cryptocurrency safe and secure is absolutely paramount. Hackers are everywhere and after your coins, but with some simple steps, you can make it extremely difficult for anyone to steal your crypto. In this video, I have some key tips to increase your security, take control of your cryptocurrency, and make it as difficult as possible to lose your holdings. Hey guys, welcome to another one. And cryptocurrency security is so important. If anything happens to your personal information or you get hacked in any way, it's essentially like someone coming and finding a big load of cash. And so the security measures that I'm going to talk about in this video are really important. I will leave all the timestamps to the different sections in the description below, along with links to Coinbase and Binance if you do want to go ahead and buy some cryptocurrencies, plus Trezor hardware wallets that will be discussed in this video. Everything is linked in the description below. First thing is to enable two-factor authentication onto your accounts. So this is just a secondary step that is used to log into certain exchange accounts. So if you're using Binance or Coinbase or Kraken, you can enable 2FA. Some exchanges offer SMS text messages, and most of them also offer Google Authenticator support as well, which is an app that you can download from either the iOS or Play Store. And if you want to be super secure, then you can link up something called a YubiKey, which essentially is a random number generator, and it will do that in sequence with your account, and then that will only be available to be logged in on when the numbers match and you enter them at that point. A lot of security gurus actually don't recommend using SMS or text message authentication. That would be if you log into your account, your mobile phone gets a message, and then you enter that and then you can log into your account. The reason why a lot actually don't recommend this is because it is also fairly easy to actually hack into someone's SIM. If someone stole your personal information like your name, your telephone number, and your address, it's actually quite easy to hack into your SIM and get your telephone number changed to a different SIM card. If you're using text message authentication and someone has your number on their SIM card, then they can just completely bypass it, get into your account, and access all of your funds. Enabling whitelisted addresses is another one. Most exchanges will allow you to set up a whitelist of addresses to send your coins to. I'll just use my Binance account as an example again, because you can see the option here to add a whitelist of addresses. So if you have any other accounts or any wallets or any friends that you need to send Bitcoin to, you can copy all of those addresses into your whitelist and then only be able to send to addresses in that whitelist. If you want to add any addresses, you have to go through two-factor authentication. That means that if someone does somehow break into your account and they want to send some Bitcoin or other cryptos to an address that isn't in the whitelist, it's going to be harder for them. So it's just an extra step of security. Don't leave your holdings on an exchange. This is absolutely vital. There are many examples of literally tens of millions of dollars worth of cryptocurrencies just being disappeared overnight. You have zero chance of getting that back. When you use cryptocurrency exchanges like Kraken or Binance or Coinbase, these are actually what's known as custodians or custodial exchanges. You don't actually own any of the coins that you are trading on those platforms. They are custodial, and so they keep all of those cryptocurrencies, and then basically they just divvy up the amounts depending on the account which traded them. There are some advantages of this though. It does increase security overall. They can have a more centralized way of doing things, which also reduces costs. So there are some benefits of using custodials. They are just more consumer friendly. There are a lot of advantages. However, if the exchange gets hacked, then you are in big trouble, because you don't hold any of your coins, they hold the coins, and if they get hacked and it gets stolen, you have no recourse to get anything back. You have to keep your cash in a bank. And when it comes to cryptocurrencies, the best bank is a wallet, either a mobile wallet or more safe is a hardware wallet. Let's get into hardware wallets then. And if you're finding any value in this and you haven't done already, please subscribe to the community right down there. But yeah, hardware wallets, and I'm going to use the example of Trezor because they are really the leading name. They are the most secure way to hold cryptocurrencies. I will link some Trezor hardware wallets in the description so you can go through to the Trezor homepage and check them out, but they really are the way to keep a large holding of cryptocurrencies that you don't want to use immediately. I think the cheapest one set you back about $60. So yeah, I guess if you're maybe buying $20 of cryptocurrency, kind of doesn't make sense. But if you want to get into cryptos, it is the only long-term solution if you're serious about holding coins. When you own a hardware wallet, you also get private keys. Private keys are the thing that you need to own the cryptocurrency. You don't actually hold any crypto on your wallet, but you do hold private keys, which is essentially telling everyone else that you own these cryptocurrencies and that you are available to spend them. Buying a hardware wallet is essentially like having a load of cash and jewelry and then going and buying a big safe to put it in. It really is the only way that you can confirm and actually have ownership of those cryptocurrencies. If you have a mobile wallet, it is safe as well, but of course, a mobile wallet has issues as well from hacking from online. Hardware wallets are offline and so can't really be hacked. If you're using a mobile wallet, less safe, and if you're just leaving it on the exchange, then you're just putting all your faith essentially in that exchange to keep your assets safe, which we've seen in previous years that exchanges do get hacked. When you buy a hardware wallet, you will get a recovery phrase between 12 and 24 words. So that's the next tip. Always keep your recovery phrase separate from your hardware wallet. When you set up your wallet, you'll probably put a PIN number in there, just like a credit card, set up a PIN. And also it will give you this 12-word recovery phrase. And this is extremely important. So you need to keep that somewhere extremely safe. Most people actually recommend keeping this in like a fireproof and a waterproof box, possibly even etching the code onto like a steel plate. It's that serious because if you put cryptocurrency on a hardware wallet, you forget the PIN and you forget the recovery phrase, you will never have access to your coins again. It's important to know that losing your recovery seed and PIN that you get with your hardware wallet or even a software wallet is far, far worse than losing the actual physical hardware wallet. If your physical wallet is stolen, a thief probably won't be able to access anything inside if they don't have the PIN and the recovery seed. If someone steals your recovery seed though, they can easily access your coins with a different wallet. So really the recovery seed is the most important thing because it lets you access your wallet and your private keys, which are the thing that you need to own to go and spend your coins. So why is it that someone can steal your hardware wallet and not access your coins? Well, the coins are in the blockchain and assigned to an address that is owned by whoever has the seed and the keys to that address. They're not physically on that piece of hardware that we call a wallet. You can also have lots of different private keys and lots of different wallets, which is absolutely fine. But if you don't have the keys and you don't have the recovery seeds, then you're never going to see your money. Next up is to use a VPN on public Wi-Fi if you are doing anything with Bitcoin. So if you are spending Bitcoin to pay for things, if you're looking at your accounts, if you're transferring over to friends or transferring from your exchange account into the wallet and you are on public Wi-Fi, definitely use a VPN because people can hack into your phone pretty easily. I use NordVPN and I will link them in the description if you want to go and check them out. Next one is to beware of phishing scams, and there are lots of instances where people have had their personal information hacked. The reason I'm saying this is because if you receive a phishing scam, it means that the exchange may have been hacked. And we saw this very recently actually with a hardware wallet maker called Ledger. Ledger make absolutely fantastic hardware products and a lot of people use them to store their cryptocurrencies. But recently they actually suffered a hack, not with the hardware wallets, but with their e-commerce department. And of course, their e-commerce arm holds everyone's details that bought a Ledger. So names, addresses, that's physical addresses, telephone numbers, all got leaked. And people that obviously had these hardware wallets started to get phishing scams. Those customers receive threats to their emails, but also scams trying to get them to give over their recovery phrase. Like I said before, if someone has your recovery phrase, they can access all your coins. So it's super important, basically never to reply to any communications via email from what is apparently your provider. The Ledger attack proved one thing though, and that is hardware wallets are safe because they are offline. No one can hack into them unless they get your information and phish the information out of you. So beware of any scam like that. Hardware wallets definitely are the safest option to hold cryptocurrencies. Phishing scams do exist though. They are my best tips on keeping yourself safe when trading cryptos. Any other tips that I didn't mention, I'd love you to put them in the comments for me. If you want to go ahead and buy cryptocurrencies, you can use services like Binance and Coinbase, which is linked below, as well as links to Trezor hardware wallets in the description below. Thank you for watching this one. Subscribe for way more crypto content, and I'll see you in the next one.